in this school here in New York, in Round Hill, and he's been learning about the UN Charter on Human Rights. He learned about that for about 2 weeks, 14 lessons.
Speak into the microphone.
He's been learning about it for 2 weeks, 14 lessons, and he is also learning about books in regards to human rights and how people's human rights are violated. They've learned nothing about the U.S. Constitution. Okay? The UN Charter on Human Rights is diametrically opposed to what the U.S. Constitution, the Declaration of Independence, and the Bill of Rights states.
Yes, it is.
The Declaration of Independence states that we are guaranteed certain unalienable rights. These rights mean that they cannot be taken away.
Exactly.
Yes.
Okay, that means the way the Founding Fathers stated it, they're unalienable rights because they're given to us by God. Okay, the UN Charter on Human Rights states that these rights are guaranteed to them by the UN.
That's right.
That means that at their disposal, these rights can be taken away. Now, why, I wonder, are my children learning about the UN Charter on Human Rights and they're learning nothing about the document that we govern according to, which is the U.S. Constitution? Okay? I know why. Okay? Bill Gates he's a partner with UNESCO. UNESCO is the education arm of the UN. It stands for United Nations Educational, Scientific, and Cultural Organization. Okay, he sits on the board with them, and he has a seat. Okay, he has funded Common Core. He funded NGA, CCSO. They are the ones that copyrighted Common Core, so it cannot be changed. Now, the true problem here is with UNESCO. They had a program called Education for All. Education for All was renamed Common Core. Common Core is the brainchild of UNESCO. And I was wondering why are we being influenced? And by the way, Ronald Reagan threw UNESCO out of the United States in 1984 because of their Soviet and collectivist thinking and indoctrination of our kids. And it was George W. Bush in 2002 who actually brought them back in and said they had been reformed. That is a lie. And I keep on wondering why everything about the UN in our public schools, they are erasing our history as a country. Why are they indoctrinating my kids to embrace and accept the UN and their document on human rights that goes completely against what the Constitution states? Okay? The problem here is the Declaration on Human Rights states, and the people that hate the Constitution that are behind Common Core think that the Constitution and the Bill of Rights are negative rights. They think that the government stands here to provide for the people. The Constitution and the Bill of Rights states things that the government can't do to you. Okay? Completely different. Okay? And then I keep digging further and further about UNESCO, Bill Gates, all these big corporations, NGO, CCSSO. They gathered David Coleman and people like Phil Darrow and William McCallum and Susan Pimentel, and the list goes on and on. Okay, did they have a hand in developing Common Core? Yes, but this is the brainchild of UNESCO. Okay, they are indoctrinating our kids to accept a pseudoscience called sustainable development. Okay? If you're familiar with sustainable development, it was first coined in a UN conference in the UN, and they came up with this this sustainability effort, okay? The UN, and what I'm getting at, this is an agenda. This is much bigger than testing. This is much bigger than data mining. But they have a reason for data mining. They have a reason for collecting all this information. They're collecting information to build profiles on us, our children, and even the teachers. Okay? I feel very sorry for the teachers. They're unable to teach.
That's right.
They're facilitators. Okay? Anyone that can read off of Engage New York can now be a teacher. Because all they do is read from a script. That's all they do. These poor teachers have spent tens of thousands of dollars becoming teachers so they can help these kids learn. Okay? All they do now, these kids, is build consensus. They're eliminating independent thought. They are telling people to understand that they're having kids learn and have debates about consensus, and they will not end the debate until everyone is in agreement. They are eliminating creativity. They are eliminating independent thought. They are brainwashing our kids to think collectively. That is along the lines of the Communist Manifesto by Karl Marx and the Soviet Union. Okay? Now back to sustainable development. It was first coined in 1987. It actually goes further back than that, but through the UN agenda, sustainable development states that we are not to use so much of our natural resources so as we will not have enough energy and resources to leave future generations. Now, the biggest pusher of sustainable development is a man named Maurice Strong. He was a member of the UN. Do you know what he considers unsustainable with sustainable development? That our kids in every subject in school is being indoctrinated into these kids, all about environment. Maurice Strong, a staunch communist, believes that things that are unsustainable, and this is no joke, he believes things that are unsustainable are private property, single-family homes, automobiles, air conditioning, people that eat meat. If you decide to have a steak at night, Maurice Strong and his sustainability effort that's worldwide considers you who like to eat a steak unsustainable. That's right. This is the insanity that our kids are being brainwashed to accept and embrace. And there is an agenda. Some people will call it a conspiracy theory. This is an actual document. This is an agreement signed by George H.W. Bush in the Rio Summit in 1992 called Agenda 21.
It's a conspiracy agenda!
Agenda 21 is a cancer in the United States. It has infiltrated every level of our government. Okay? In 1993, now you have to understand about Sustainable Development Agenda 21. It's a soft law, so it did not have to be ratified by the Senate. So by executive order in 1993, Bill Clinton signed an executive order establishing a council for sustainable development to be implemented by the American Planning Association. And in 1995, I think it was actually designed and established in 1990 called ICLEI, International Council for Local Environmental Initiatives. Now this is a UN front that is infiltrating towns, cities, and counties across the United States.
Kick out ICLEI!
The United Nations is influencing our cities, towns, and counties.
Local. Engage New York has UN Constitution on its mind.
They are trying to bankrupt our cities, towns, and counties. Now, some people, if this makes it anywhere, will call me part of a group. I do this from inside my home. I do my own research because there are people that are out and they will try to destroy the reputations of people that speak the truth. This is what they do. So my main point here about what I said, the sole reason for Common Core is for the implementation of Agenda 21. Thank you.